Hi everyone, this is Shivateja from Einstein Analytics product team. Today let us check a few options around faceting, around single and multiple selections, and around picking initial selections for a dashboard. So now I have created a small widget on the left side using states of US, the US states map, and the right side is top 10 opportunities. So far, there have not been any filters, and this data is the overall data that is present in my opportunities data set. So now you can observe that by selecting any of the widgets, the opportunities on the right side are filtered. Selecting on a different state, a different opportunities are selected, and this goes on. This is not only true one way, this is true the other way as well. By selecting a particular opportunity, the states are selected. So the second opportunities are the states are selected. So how is this actually working? Now, if you go into the edit mode, in the step properties on the right side, you see that there are two options specifically for faceting. Number one is apply filters from faceting, and number two is broadcast selections as facets. The info tooltip specifies that apply filters from faceting signifies that selections in other widgets or other steps will filter the data in this widget. Broadcast selections as facets as filter other widgets based on the selections made in this widget. Since in this particular example, I do not want my states to be filtered based on the opportunity that I select, I will uncheck the apply filters from faceting option, or I can go into the opportunities list and I can uncheck the broadcast selections as facets. So now we see that even if I select any value over here, my states are not being filtered. Alright, let us check a few options around single and multiple selections. So far, we see that by selecting a particular state, the values in the opportunities gets filtered. When I select a different state, the first state that was selected was disabled or deselected. This is because in my selection options, I have the selection set to single selection. In single selection, you'll only be able to choose a state or a selection once, and selecting any other option will deselect the earlier value. The difference between single selection and single selection required is the requirement of at least one selection in the beginning. So if I select the single selection required by alphabetical order, it will select the first option. In this particular case, it is Arkansas. Also, I can set this to multiple selection, which means I can select a state, and if I select a different state, both the states are involved in choosing the opportunities that are there on my right side. In this case, all three states are involved in choosing my opportunities on the right side. So multiple selections are allowed in this particular case. The difference between single and multiple selections and single and multiple selections required are that in single or multiple selection, when you unselect all of the values, or when you unselect any selections that are made, then it by default moves to all selections. So when nothing is selected, it means that everything is selected. Whereas in single selection required, it wouldn't allow you to deselect the existing option. Alright, so now let us see the next option of picking initial selections. By default, this is an administrator or a dashboard designer task that whenever people open the dashboards, they would want to show specific details. So before going there, let us change this to multiple selection. and I'll go ahead and I'll pick my initial selections. So in my initial selections, I select Texas, I select Florida, and I select California. I click on done and I save the dashboard as initial views in my private app. Now whenever this dashboards are launched, see that the initial selections or the initial values that are selected are coming in by default. Of course, people will be able to go ahead and make changes to these selections, but whenever a dashboard is opened, the initial selections that are set by the dashboard designer or the administrator falls into place. Hope this helps. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.